Do you ever look at your laptop and just see a gateway to Netflix and endless scrolling? I used to. But what if I told you this exact machine, this very laptop, made me $5,000 in a single month? And no, this isn't about some sketchy get-rich-quick scheme, crypto gambling, or anything you need a fancy degree for. This is a real story about how I turned a simple skill I already had into a serious side income, and I'm going to break down every single step for you. Just a few months ago, I was exactly where you might be right now. I was working my 9 to 5, feeling pretty drained by the end of the day, and my bank account, well, let's just say it wasn't exactly overflowing. I kept hearing about people making money online, but it all seemed so complicated and out of reach. I thought you had to be a coding genius or a marketing guru. I felt stuck. I wanted more freedom, more control over my finances. But I had no idea where to even begin. The turning point came on a random Tuesday night. I was mindlessly scrolling through social media, feeling a bit sorry for myself, when I saw a post from a small local bakery. They had beautiful photos of their cakes, but their captions were, let's just say, a little dry. It was just things like, chocolate cake, $30. I thought to myself, I could do better than that. I love writing, I love food, and I know how to talk to people. Suddenly, a light bulb went off. What if I could help businesses like this one? What if I could use my writing skills to help them sell more? That night, I didn't sleep much. I stayed up researching everything I could about copywriting and social media management for small businesses. I learned that so many passionate business owners are amazing at what they do, but they struggle with the online marketing part. They don't have the time or the know-how to write compelling posts that turn followers into customers. This was my in. This was a problem I could actually solve. So I decided to take a leap of faith. I created a very simple, one-page portfolio. I didn't have any professional clients yet, so what did I do? I made them up. I picked 3 local businesses I admired, a coffee shop, a boutique, and a gym, and I rewrote their social media posts for free. I wrote engaging captions, came up with fun questions to ask their audience, and designed some simple graphics on a free online tool. I wasn't an expert, but I showed what I could do. This portfolio was my proof of concept. Now came the scary part, putting myself out there. My heart was pounding. The fear of rejection was real. What if they laughed at me? What if they just ignored my email? I took a deep breath and started small. I found 5 local businesses whose online presence I genuinely thought I could improve. I crafted a personalized email for each one. I didn't just say, hey, hire me. I started by complimenting them on something specific I loved about their business. Then I pointed out a small area where I could help, and I attached my little portfolio as an example of my work. I ended the email by offering a free 15-minute consultation call. No pressure, just a chat. For 2 days, I heard nothing. Crickets. The self-doubt started creeping back in. This was a stupid idea, I thought. Who do you think you are? But then, on the 3rd day, I got a reply. It was from the bakery, the one that started this whole idea. The owner loved the sample captions I had written and wanted to chat. I was over the moon. I could barely contain my excitement. We had our call, and I was so nervous, but I just focused on being myself and genuinely trying to help her. I listened to her struggles with social media, and then I explained my ideas for her page. By the end of the call, she offered me my first ever freelance gig, $500 a month to manage her social media captions and community engagement. $500 from my laptop. I felt like I had won the lottery. It wasn't just about the money, it was the validation. My idea worked. I could actually do this. That first client was my launching pad. I worked my tail off for her, and her online engagement soared. She started getting more DMs, more comments, and most importantly, more orders that she directly traced back to our new social media strategy. She was thrilled, and she started telling her friends who also owned small businesses. Word of mouth is incredibly powerful. Within a month, One of her friends, who owned a small clothing boutique, reached out to me. She had a slightly bigger budget. That was my second client at $800 a month. Now I had 2 clients and a little bit of momentum. I realized my initial cold emailing strategy worked, so I refined it. I spent an hour every day finding businesses I wanted to work with and sending those personalized emails. It was a numbers game. For every 10 emails I sent, I'd maybe get 1 or 2 replies, but those replies started turning into calls, and some of those calls turned into clients. I got better at my pitch, more confident in my abilities, and I started charging more based on the value I was providing. I picked up a third client, a local real estate agent, who needed help with her Facebook page for $200 a month. Let's do the math. Client 1, the bakery, $500. Client 2, the boutique, $800. Client 3, the realtor, $200. Client 4, the restaurant, $1,000. And I picked up a fifth, a one-off project writing website copy for a new life coach for $1,500. Add all that up, and what do you get? $5,000 in 1 month. I had officially made more from my side hustle on my laptop than I was from my full-time job. The feeling was indescribable. It was a mix of pure joy, relief, and a profound sense of accomplishment. The key takeaway here isn't just the money. It's about a shift in mindset. I stopped waiting for an opportunity to fall into my lap and went out and created my own. I identified a skill I already had, writing, and found a way to monetize it by solving a real problem for people. You don't need to be the best in the world. You just need to be able to provide value to someone. Maybe you're great at organizing, video editing, creating spreadsheets, or designing graphics. There are businesses out there right now that need your help. If you're feeling inspired to start your own journey, my advice is this: start small. Don't quit your job tomorrow. Create a small portfolio, even with hypothetical projects. Reach out to a handful of potential clients with a genuine, personalized message. Offer value up front. And most importantly, don't let the fear of rejection stop you. Rejection is just part of the process. For every no, you're one step closer to a yes. That one yes can change everything. This journey completely transformed my life. I eventually left that 9-to-5 and now do this full-time, from anywhere I want. All because of that one Tuesday night and a simple idea. It all started with this laptop and a decision to try. And you can do it too. Thank you so much for watching and letting me share my story with you. I hope it provided some value and maybe a little spark of inspiration. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And consider subscribing for more content on freelancing and making money online. I'd love to hear your thoughts or any skills you're thinking of turning into a side hustle, so drop a comment below. Until next time, keep chasing your goals.